Hello, this is part 4 to What Naruto Was a Lion. Please subscribe and like. Now, in the last video, we went to Kakashi's point of view and him planning not evil, but really, but a plan to defeat Naruto with a spray gun? No, not a spray gun. One of those bottles where you have to squeeze down something, then water squishes out, sprays out. A spray gun? No, not a spray gun. Spray bottle? Yeah, it was a spray bottle. Why do I always forget this? Forget this part. Well, anyway, yes. And Kiba not turning, but being bitten by Naruto to turn into a were-lion. Now, we're gonna get onto the video. Kiba's point of view. Wow. So, what Naruto informed me about tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, I'm going to transform into a lion. But Naruto says I should stay in the forest just in case if it happens a little early. I understood, told my parents I was going to a friend's house. They allowed me to go. Yeah, kind of. And I went to the forest. It was midnight. And me and Naruto were talking. I know, it was way past our bedtime. I was about to tell him we should go to sleep until unbelievable pain shot through my entire body. Tears started to flow down my face, and I bent over. Naruto, what's happening to me? I breathed. I took a deep breath and screamed. Luckily, we were in a cave. It was warm and cozy and soundproof. Kiba, I think you're transforming into your lion. Okay, we need to take off your clothes so they don't get ruined, he says. Well, taking off my jacket, shirt, pants, and and socks, and I did the last part. Okay, I'm gonna be right here with you, okay? He says. I nod, screamed again. I felt my bones crack and remend. My body hurt. I was on fire. Bones breaking, remending. My jaw became a snout. Ears popped out my head. A bony tail popped out. And I felt it grow, kind of. Then flesh, skin, fur. It all hurt so much. Okay, Kiba. Breathe in and out. I know it hurts, but on any just breathe in and out. Alright? Naruto, on any chance, can this kill someone? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. But you're strong, and you can handle it. I nod. Okay, I can handle it. I scream again when I felt my fingers break, and remend itself into a paw. The nail shot out, or claws to be more exact. Then fur. And everything hurt. Can I close my eyes, Yes. I found a cat. Yes, you can close your eyes, he says frantically while holding me. I grew and grew. Around 30 minutes later, the pain stopped. Everything stopped. I opened my eyes and I saw Naruto in awe. What do I look like? I say to him. Well, let me show you. He walks into King's house, and comes back out with a gigantic mirror. He was somehow able to get out of the house and placed it right in front of me. And I was, wow. I was bigger than Naruto in his lion form, but I had no horns, no wings, or 8 more tails. But my fur was brown and black. And I looked like not tank, but I definitely wasn't as, majestic as Naruto in his lion form. My front legs and back legs were heavily muscular, showing that I can run and claw at someone. I raised my right paw up, and somehow I was able to get my claws to pop out. They were black, just like Naruto's, sharp and able to pierce through skin easily. My snout was nothing special, but my teeth, they were large and pearly white. Everything about me was, I looked like a regular lion, but maybe 4 times bigger. I really don't know. I'm out of words to say. I took a deep, deep sniff in the air. I can smell other lions' blood, lionesses, cubs, sheep, and other assortment of animals. This is what Naruto told me about. But the most amazing scent flowed through my nose. It smelled like chicken, raspberries, strawberries, and triple chocolate fudge cake with a hint of ramen. I couldn't help but track the smell down. I followed it and found it was Naruto. I nuzzled into his neck with my head, and he nuzzled into mine. We rubbed our bodies together. It was electrocuting, not electrocuting. And sparks of electricity flowed through me. Naruto's horns were not big, but guys, I'm actually thinking of getting rid of Naruto's horns. But then again, I really don't want. Some part of me doesn't want to get rid of the horns, but the other part wants to. Because, no. Nuzzling against someone with your horns, it doesn't seem really comforting. But, I'm not going to complain right now. I can feel his horns, his silky fur rub against mine. His fur was always silky and golden, while mine is brown and black. Okay, but your mane looks amazing. He says, well, thank you for the compliment, kitty. Well, you really can't call me kitty no more. Bark, bark. I look where the sound came from and saw Akamaru. He ran up to us. And we bent down. He wagged his tail, spinning around again and again. I felt so amazing. But this urge in me was telling me to go and do something. Hey Naruto, wanna do something? Sure. Lead the way. You can, lead the way, he says. And I walk out of the cave into the forest. I took a deep, deep smell. I smelled a deer not too far away. I smirk. Hey, Naruto. Yeah? Wanna go for a hunt? He smirked. Naruto smiled and nodded. Mm-hmm. Sorry, there was an interruption, and I got myself a soda. My mouth was so dry. Okay. Alright, let's get back in. Me and Naruto hunted the deer, got into position, and jumped. I was able to bite down on the deer's leg. It was gigantic, but for our size, it was small. I bit down on the nice meaty leg. Blood flowed through my mouth, but I didn't let go. The deer started to thrash around until I hear some steps coming closer. I knew it was Naruto. Naruto jumped in front of the deer and bit it right in the neck. There was some more thrashing until it stopped. That's when I heard the bone crack. I let go of the deer's leg, and Naruto let go of its neck. It fell to the ground with a thud. I look at him, and he looks at me. We both had bloody muzzles. And we started to eat the deer. It was amazing hunting with Naruto. It was completely different while seeing him hunt. Sure, it was beautiful how he hunted, but like this, oh Lord, it felt so good to hunt, to run. This is what Naruto must have felt like while he was in his lion form. It was amazing. I felt so free. Then I felt a slight pain in my right thigh. I stopped eating and looked, and I saw a scorpion's tail. Well, here you are. Here, you are in the scorpion tail pack, Naruto says. I smiled and asked, "Where's yours?" "Oh, right here." And he pointed. It was on his right thigh, but you barely can see it. Well, all the hair covered the mark. I smile wider and continued to eat our food until it was only bones left. "Wanna go for another hunting? Wanna go find another prey?" he says, and I nodded. For the entire night, I had so much energy. We hunted and hunted, but only enough, not too much. Not too much, but shoot. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Now, we're going to skip to the next day. Now, I think it was 10 o'clock when Kakashi got there. Yeah. Okay. 10 o'clock. And this is Naruto's point of view. 3 hours again. "Kakashi, you are bothering me." And Sasuke and Sakura didn't realize I was here, since I was on top of the tree hiding while reading my Ichi Ichi Paradise book. I didn't tell Kiba or no one about this book. It was really good. I kept reading and reading until Kakashi finally showed up. Hi, guy. Before he could say anything, Sakura spoke up. Kakashi-sensei, why are you late? Kakashi chuckles while rubbing the back of his head and saying, "Oh, I got lost on the no, not that one. I crossed a black cat and had to go a different way." He says, I smile as excuse. Never gets boring with Kakashi-sensei, does it? I found myself strangely attached to Kakashi. It wasn't like, the bond wasn't like Kiba and I's bond. It was more of a brotherly bond with him. And where is that Naruto baka? She said with a bit of venom. Right up here, Sakura, I said. Sasuke and Sakura jumped and looked where I was. I put the book away and I looked at them. Naruto baka, why are you up there? Trying to sleep? I said. And guys, I have to pause because my phone's about to die. Hi, it's Foxy. Now, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, let's get started again. I jump off the tree branch and land on my feet. So, when are we going to get started with the test? I asked Kakashi. Well, it's going to start when I say so, he says. He pulls out 2 bells and starts to explain about the bell test. I understood right away what Kakashi wanted us to do. He wanted to see if we can work as a team. I looked towards the others to see if they got it. If they did, they're really good at hiding it. But I surely doubt that. Kakashi-sensei, why are there only 2 bells? She asks. And took everything I got not to facepalm myself. How stupid is this girl? The bells is a teamwork test. Well, simple. The person who does not get a bell gets sent back to that academy. He says. Froze. I just got more and more annoyed. My eyebrow twitched. Well, it's gonna start. It takes out time. Kakashi takes out a timer and sets the time. When this bell rings, and if none of you get the bells, you get sent back to the academy, he says. He sighed in annoyance. This is going to be a long couple hours. Kakashi started to count down. 1, 2, 3. We all disappeared. But, unlike the rest, I hid my chakra to the point where you can't even sense me. Shit, I feel like messing. Either way. And I have been training to walk quietly, so you can't even hear me come until it's too late. But sadly, Sakura and Sasuke don't have that covered. Yes, Sasuke can move quietly, not as quiet as me, but still quiet. Sakura, on the other hand, is walking around at yelling for Sasuke. All I want to do is jump right in front of her and choke her, even though she is around 2 inches taller than me. I still want to do it. It's so stupid. Why is she yelling? This is supposed to be a team test. I started to plan. I knew that Sakura wouldn't listen to me. But Sasuke, if I get him on my side, Sakura will listen. I sighed, knowing my plan. I teleported right behind Sasuke, quiet, and tapped his shoulder. He jumped and turned around, looking at me. And he whispered, "What are you doing here, dope?" Well, Brant, no, Sasuke. I have a plan to get the bells. Yeah, Now, I need you to listen to me, alright? And after I'm done talking, you can chime in, okay? I said. And, interesting, he kept quiet and looked at me. And I explained to him the plan. And I told him why it needs to look like he made the plan up. So Sakura will listen. Sasuke understood, and I told him where Sakura was. A couple minutes later, he came back with her. She had hearts in her eyes and a deep red blush across her face, and a wide forehead. And he told her the plan. She nodded and listened. A few minutes later, we got in our positions and ready to start the plan. I jumped out from the trees and landed right in front of Kakashi. Oh, it seems like the deadly kitty Sunshine is here. Why don't you go back into the woods and try finding a mouse, he said, while putting kitty in his phrase. It angered me, but then I thought about kitty? Where on earth would he come? Oh no, I thought to myself, Gigi must have told him. Of course Gigi would. You're a genius man, Gigi. But if I know anything of anyone, they would bring a spray bottle. I looked at him even more closely than I did before. He indeed had a spray bottle. It was hidden quite well, but I still can see it. This person thought it would be a good idea to use a spray bottle on me. Oh, you. I thought to myself again. Well, yeah. I charged at him. I see him pulling out the spray bottle. But too bad for him, I'm a little too fast for that. I use my senses again just to make sure he won't do anything. But then I realized that this is a clone, not the real Kakashi. I sense he's in the trees. He has a spray bottle in hand. Fireball jutsu, I yelled out, and I blew it onto the tree that Kakashi was on. Bright golden flames shot out of my mouth while I ran from when I dodged the clone Kakashi. I hit the tree and it went up in all flames. I backflipped 5 times. Backflipped 5 times away from the tree. And I pulled out 2 kunai. And I watched. I used my sensing abilities again, using them even more. I focused. Kakashi, the real one, jumped out from the tree and now is probably 20 feet away from me to my left. When Kakashi and Sakura and I were talking, I used the mental link with them. Sakura, Sasuke, Kakashi Sensei is 20 feet away from me on the left side. They nodded and we changed our positions. Me in front, Sakura and Sasuke on his sides. But I had a clone of mine right behind him. I charged again, even faster than last time. Kakashi held his book. I was right in front of him. He tried to dodge to the side, but I grabbed his leg and pulled him to the ground fast. He was surprised. I kicked him right in his side, having him fly back around 5 feet. It wasn't my strongest kick. I didn't want to kick him so hard it broke all of his bones. But enough to send him back a couple feet. Just where I want. He's close to where I want him. I charged again. Kakashi put away his book and got into a fighting stance. I need his all of his focus trait on me. All of it. I sent a kick to his head. Not to his head. I sent a kick to his stomach, but he grabbed my leg and threw me over his back. He still had a hold of my leg, but I was able to position myself so I wouldn't hit the ground so hard. Then I used my left leg to kick him right in the back. He let go of my leg and rubbed the back of his head. I jumped and landed on my feet. Then I charged again with my kunai. He was distracted a little bit from the hard kick to his head. I understand it would send anyone that I kick in the head anyone that gets kicked in the head will have a scrambled brain for at least a minute or 20 seconds for Kakashi's case. But it was enough time for me to attack him. I slashed at his legs and arms. He yelped in pain, then sent a harsh kick on my chest, sending me maybe 6 feet back. I landed on my feet again. I charged. This went on for 5 minutes, me being kicked back and landing on my feet and charging him, cutting him. But then he pulled out the spray bottle that I've got and sprayed me in the face. I definitely didn't like that. I jumped back and wiped the water from my eyes. I used my sensei abilities again, knowing that Kakashi-sensei would use this opportunity against me. He was right behind me, planning to kick me. But I was a little faster than him. I grabbed his leg and spun him around in fast speeds. I kept spinning and spinning. He was heavy. But thanks to my were-lion strength, I was able to hold him up, even though it was hard, and I let him go. He flew into a tree. The tree cracked, but didn't tumble over. Kakashi-sensei groaned and got up. I ran towards him, having my fisting my hands, and sent a harsh uppercut, which I can hear, a harsh uppercut under his jaw, and I can hear the slight crack and yelp from Kakashi. Go away. Kakashi-sensei. I knew I cracked his jaw. Then he kicked me once again in my side, but this kick was different. This was a stronger kick, which sent me back maybe 10 to 12 feet away. I couldn't catch myself, so I hit the ground hard with a thud, and I bounced off and hit the ground again. And when the motion finally stopped, I was out of breath. It slowly got up. But before I could get myself all the way up, I was kicked again in the stomach, sending me back even more. It hurt. But I was able to catch myself this time. I landed on my feet. I looked forward. Why don't you use that little cat form on me, Naruto? He said while grinning. Or not grinning now. Said while wincing in pain. He's not quite in the area where I want him. I used all my not remaining strength though. I got down and positioned myself, then ran faster than I did before, which I looked like a blurred image. And I kicked him. He flew right in the spot I wanted him. I yelled in our mind link, now, Sasuke, throw the fireball, now! I yelled over and over again, and Sasuke did it. He sent out 3 large fireballs. They're going right for Kakashi. I shifted into my lion form, which I can hear gasps and wows from the mind link. They ran at Kakashi. My wings spread, my claws out, digging into the earth, my tail swooshing in the air. I stopped, took a deep breath. No. I ran and jumped, flapping my wings. They were around 3 times larger than my body size. I flew close to the fireball until I was right behind it. Took a deep breath in and let out a humongous gush of air, which enlarged the fireball even more, turning the bright red fireball into a almost black fireball. It hit where Kakashi was, and and everything bursted into flames. The trees went into ashes. Everything was destroyed. I got a little worried. My tails clacked together. I landed on the ground, all 4 paws. I started to sniff. The burning wood hit my nose. Kept sniffing for Kakashi. He was right 20 feet away from me underground, just enough to not get hurt. I grinned and started to dig where Kakashi was. And I dug and dug. My tails clacked together, sending out warning signals. Poison dripped from them, hitting the ground with a sizzle. My mouth opened a little bit, showing my snake-like fangs, which was also dripping with the venom. Hit the ground with a sizzle, like the other one. Whew, I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of breath. I kept digging my claws in the ground, pushing out dirt, until I was right where Kakashi was. I opened my mouth wide and stopped the poison that was dripping from it, so I wouldn't poison our sensei. But enough poison in there to knock him out. I bit down on where Kakashi was. He yelped and stabbed me right my right leg. I groaned in pain and bit down harder. I jumped out of the hole I created and landed on the surface. And I started to shake Kakashi violently, trying to get the dirt off me. And to let Kakashi know, I did not like that. Kakashi Sensei attempted to get the water bottle, but my paw, or the one that was good so far, grabbed the water bottle and threw it. I growled warningly. My tails clacked together even harder. Kakashi got it. He stopped moving. I can tell he was getting sleepy. His eyes drooped, but I didn't dare let go. Sakura, now! Yeah, Naruto. She ran out to the forest. She was slow. Ugh. She got right in front of Kakashi, almost grabbing the bells. But Kakashi kicked her away. I rolled my eyes, and I bit down harder and slammed him in the ground. I used my other paw to grab the bells and yank them off Kakashi. And I dropped them on the ground right beside Sakura. I let go of Kakashi and nuzzled him to see if he was okay. He groaned and got up. Sakura had already grabbed the bells and ran back in the forest. Naruto, you went a little too hard there. I rolled my eyes again. Ugh, this is going to be annoying. I thought to myself. The bell rang. Ding, ding, ring, ding, ring, ding. Sakura and Sasuke got out of the forest. And they moved to where my backpack was. In the same tree I was sleeping in, there was my backpack. I gently grabbed the backpack, which held my clothes, bandages, and my Ichi Ichi Paradise book. I gently got off the tree and landed on the ground. And I walked towards them. I shifted back into human form. They all looked at me concerned, hearing the bones crack and snap. And I asked them, "Please turn away, I'm going to be naked," I said. They all turned, except for Kakashi. He didn't get it. Till Sasuke and Sakura told him to turn away. And he hesitantly did so. I pulled out the black cloak and wrapped it around myself. It still had Kiba's scent on it where he hugged me. I took a deep, deep smell. It was amazing. And I looked towards them. "Okay, I'm done," I said. Elf turned towards me. "Well, Sasuke and Sakura, you got the bells. But Naruto, you didn't. Kakashi, can you stop? We know that it's a team test. And we have all all showed that we work as a team. I came up with a plan to get Sakura and Sasuke to listen, and wada bing, wada boom, we defeated you," I said. Okay. Then Sakura chimed in and said, "No, Sasuke-kun made the plan." Then Sasuke said, "No, actually it was Naruto. And he knew that you wouldn't listen to him unless I supposedly made the plan." She looked back and forth. I think she was thinking that no way her Sasuke-kun would do that. And all that dumb crap. It took everything I got not to roll my eyes at this. Kakashi stood there, thinking. "Well, it seems like you all passed." Sakura cheered. Sasuke shrugged. But I could see a little twitch of a smile appearing on his face. It made me smile. Sasuke and Kakashi, they really, I don't know how to say it, but somehow they make me feel happy. Like they're brothers or friends of mine. But Sakura, definitely no. She's too bratty and annoying for that. "Well, we should get home," I said. See you guys tomorrow," I said. "Yeah, tomorrow we're going to train or do missions." I nodded and walked away quickly. I had my backpack in hand, looking through it, and I was relieved when there were extra pair of pants and some underwear. I quickly slipped those on, but sadly, I had no shirt or socks. I sighed and walked further into the village. Hear them yell. No, not yell. Hearing them. No, not hearing. Issue. I can see their glares of disgust and anger at me. I sighed until I heard Kiba's voice. Naruto, he said. I turned around and saw him. Hey, Naruto. Oh, okay. He understood what happened and why I'm wearing the black cloak. Hey, hey, Kiba, let's go, how was your day? I said. And we kept walking in the village. He told me about his test and everything that happened. I told him about mine. We talked about what we're going to do. I love Kiba, I think to myself. Yeah, you do, Kit. Oh, shit, you're not in this. I said to Kurama. Adios, love you. No. Oh, shoot, no. No. Crap, no. Forget the adios, love you thing. It was midnight. No, not midnight. It was bedtime, and all I could think about was Kiba and missions. It made me so happy. And I fell asleep just thinking of my future. Okay. Hello, it's Foxy. We are at the end of What Naruto Was a Lion, Part 4. Now, I hope you guys love that's What If and all, and see you tomorrow. Or someday when I make this video, someday, never mind, you know what I mean, I'm sorry. I'm thirsty, really thirsty, and I have to go. Bye, love you guys.